Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm sick of? Mario Party being in a car and being shit. There must be a good alternative.
Dun, dun, dun.
This must be it. This must be the fated game to take out the already unimpressive Mario Party franchise. The Croods Prehistoric Party. You know what I totally forgot existed before I saw this game? The Croods. It's an ugly-ass DreamWorks movie, and it's something that I vaguely remember watching, maybe? It's about cavemen, and for some reason they made a Mario Party ripoff of it. I mean, it can't be as bad as Mario Party 10, right? It can't be. It's gotta be better. Alright, here we go. The Croods Prehistoric Party. Let's press plus. So the game starts and...
Get ready for some Croodacious fun!
Apparently we're gonna have some Croodacious fun. Anyways, for some reason the game starts you in front of the gallery instead of the first stage. And then there's a tiger thing above it. For some reason, that's the credits. I don't know. Also, this main menu is like a platformer for some reason, where you jump and walk around to pick your stage. Even though this is supposed to be a Mario Party ripoff. And honestly though, what is with these character designs? I know this isn't the game's fault, and this is definitely the movie's fault. I mean, just look at this guy. For some reason, his arms are 3 times the length of his legs. So anyway, the first level is the desert, so fucking let's go in. You get to pick the mode and the character you play as, but it really doesn't matter because they're all the same, and it doesn't even show the character's name anyway, so who fucking cares? So the only mode you get to pick in the beginning is called Trailblazer, and it's basically first one to the end of the board wins. The game randomly chooses the order of the characters, which is weird, and you throw a dice which hits anything in its path without even phasing it. Like, fuck you, Ugga. I don't trust the die, by the way, because it goes off the screen all the time and then appears with a number that you apparently landed on. I've even seen the die land on a number and the game tells me it's a different number. The game is cheating, so I don't win. And every time the dad throws it, he says,
Should I be worried that we call this thing a die?
The characters say the same 5 to 6 lines repeated throughout the whole game, so it gets really annoying really quick.
Let's get rolling! Let's get rolling! Let's get rolling! Let's get rolling! Let's get rolling!
And they're all discount voice actors made to sound like the original voice actors, which aren't even voice actors in the first place, they're regular actors. It's all just awful. And unlike in Mario Party, you have to land on minigame spaces to play them. So sometimes you go minutes without playing a single minigame, which isn't a bad thing because the minigames are bad. The first minigame I played in this game was called Popcorn Punch, and you punch popcorn out of the way. I have no idea what this has to do with the Croods, but okay. There's 30 minigames in all, with some classics like Food Fling, where you tap on the gamepad or point a Wiimote at the screen to throw food at these things. Shell Sweeper, which is basically just Bejeweled with 4 people playing it at once. Fire Tail Trail, a game where you avoid trails of fire set by you and the other players. Look, they're all like this. Basic minigames taken from other minigame party games with a Croods label on it. Like, remember the super fun bumper balls from Mario Party 1? Well, this game has a version of that, where you're on rams, and you ram the other players off the platform, and the players respawn really fast after you knock them off, and there's no lag time after you press the ram button, so you keep ramming into them and knocking them off. You know there's a problem with balancing when you see me max out the amount of points possible given, and every other player has less than 5 points. I'm just going to quickly show you some highlights of the all-time greatest minigames ever created exclusively for this game.
What can I say? I have many talents.
Look, I know what you guys are thinking. If the minigames are bad, does this game have any value? And you know what I say to that? No. You go through the board and you land on shell spaces that give you shells, which are pretty much useless. And watch out for the hands, because you'll get pushed back a few spaces. Then you finish the board and you beat it. Yippee! No, not yippee, because you need to do this like 5 more times. There's 5 boards you unlock in a row while playing this game, and it doesn't change a thing. It's all just racing to the finish with everything you do in between being pointless. All there is horrible minigames and spaces that only give you shells, which is currency to buy items on a specific spot on the game board that I only landed on twice my entire playthrough of this game. Oh, by the way, there's items, which you get randomly from some spaces or go to the shop. And the game doesn't tell you what they do, so I get this mask and it does nothing other than have the dad say,
Whoa! Who or what was that?
the line delivery is so bad. There's items like the high roller die and the low roller die. There's an item that makes you switch places with a character that I never got and kept almost winning and then having someone use that item on me and putting me in last. There's also an item that makes a character of your choosing go backwards so they don't win. I never used any of these items though, except for the mask. And the items usually just end your turn without doing anything, so what's the fucking point? So at the end of all the stages, you get these rocks or something that you spend to unlock collectibles, which are just like movie arts and creature profiles. Extremely unworth it. But check out these awesome pieces of game concept art you can unlock. You can truly see the amount of effort that went into this beautiful game. Oh, and by the way, the game crashed on me at least 5 times. And one time it crashed mid-board game, and when I started the game back up, it finished the board for me. So, thank you. When you beat the last level, the game puts you back out on the menu, and that's it. You can replay the boards with the new mode, or you could play them again with multiplayer. It's gonna be a good time either way. The other mode on each board is unlocked by completing the race to the finish mode. This one is a more Mario Party style where you collect eggs instead of stars. And if you got the most eggs at the end of the time limit, you win. Oh, and instead of turns, there's a time limit, I think. The game keeps saying things like 2 turns left, but shows a timer counting down, so I have no idea. This mode is the same in every way to the other mode except for the egg collecting and the time limit. And for some reason, there's an infinite play option, so you can play this game forever. The way this game plays in the menu makes it seem like they were trying to make a platformer, fucked up along the way, ended up with a Mario Party ripoff, and then said, you know what, fuck it, let's just put it on the shelves and keep the stock low. And that's what they did. And this game is stupid hard to find and extremely expensive for some reason. And it actually makes me want to play Mario Party. Nah.